Want to know the exact formula I used to generate over $50 million in Facebook ad revenue? I know it's a pretty bold claim, right? But here's the thing. I've spent the past few months, 6 months specifically, testing thousands of Facebook ads. And today I'm going to reveal my top converting Facebook ad formula that almost no one is talking about. And hey, did you notice what I did just there? It's called a pattern interrupt. And you're about to learn why that's one of my 9 essential elements that make Facebook ads absolutely crush it. So stay with me. I am going to reveal it all. I'm John Benson, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. Now, before we dive into these 9 elements, let me tell you something a little bit crazy. Back in 2015, I was absolutely terrible at Facebook ads. I mean, I was bleeding money faster than a startup in Silicon Valley, but something happened that changed everything for me. I discovered that Facebook copy isn't just about being clever or creative. It's about following a specific psychological framework that triggers what I call native response patterns. And more on that in just a minute, because first we need to talk about why most Facebook ads fail. In fact, look, I have a course coming out called 9-Figure Ad Alchemy that covers everything here, but in way more detail with the live examples. Just look below and you can hop on the hot list, or if the course is out by the time you're watching this, you can grab it at the best price possible in the description below. Now, here are those 9 elements that make Facebook ads work. First of all, the scroll. You've got to have a scroll stopping hook. Then you got to have a pattern interrupt, then problem amplifier, then a unique mechanism, then the story bridge, then the social proof accelerator, the solution stack, the risk reversal, and the action driver. Let's break each one of those down so I'll show you exactly how to use them. Number 1 is a scroll stopping hook. You've got about 0.8 seconds to stop someone from scrolling. That's it. You don't have a lot of time. And here's the secret that almost no one wants to tell you about. Your first line needs to be a reality pattern interrupt. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. Instead of writing, want to lose weight, that's boring, right? Well, right, my nutritionist told me to stop eating this food, or specifically avocados, and I lost 24 pounds in 31 days. Now, you got to be careful with claims, but do you see what I did there? It's counterintuitive. It makes people go, wait, what exactly? What? What is that? I'm kind of curious. So element number 2 is the pattern interrupt. You just saw that. This is where it gets really good, though. You've got to have someone stop in their tracks, stop their normal thought patterns. And here's how. If I use unexpected numbers, like I tested 1,374 Facebook ads, that's going to do that. Or if I create cognitive dissonance, like the harder you exercise, the fatter you get. Or I challenge common beliefs, like most Facebook experts are dead wrong about this. Now, look, I learned this technique from Eugene Schwartz's Breakthrough Advertising, still, in my opinion, the best book on copywriting ever written. And by the way, have you subscribed to my channel yet? Just throwing that in right here. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button because we're just getting started. Okay, element number 3, the problem amplifier. Now, here's where most people mess up. I've talked about this for years about making problems bigger. They identify the problem, but they don't amplify it. So check this out. Here's a bad example. If you're struggling to lose weight, all right, good example. Every diet you've tried has failed, and it's not your fault. Now, I just made the problem a little bigger. The second one not only acknowledges the problem of weight loss, it also removes the guilt of them failing at it. Now, that's real psychology in action, but I will go on and make the problem even bigger in the copy. But let's move on to element number 4, which is the unique mechanism. And it's my favorite part because I love these things. Your product or service needs a unique mechanism, the thing that makes it different, the secret sauce behind the offer. But the trick is it needs to be something that people can usually visualize. Now, I've studied Gary Halbert extensively in his ad writing, and he was a master at this. Instead of saying something like proprietary formula, he'd say rare Swiss enzyme, right? Or instead of advanced algorithm, he would say AI profit scanner or something like that, right? So that's what I mean by unique mechanism. Think in terms of how unique you can package the hook. Now, element 5 is the story bridge. Now we're getting into some pretty ninja psychology. Your ad needs a story that bridges the gap between the problem and the solution. But here's the key. It needs to be what I call a parallel story. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you're selling a weight loss product, and you don't tell a weight loss story, you tell a story about how you discovered the solution while trying to solve a completely different problem, this creates something called cognitive intrigue, and that is a parallel story. For example, I might say that I discovered the solution to my weight loss while I was trying to figure out how to play a certain song on the bass. Like I'm a bass player, right? So I discovered this and I was doing this research and I came across this thing that worked for me musically. And then I realized, oh, that would work for me in weight loss. Completely different things, but it's the same mental framework. That is really cool. So element 6 is the social proof accelerator. This is where most people just slap at a testimonial. They'll call it done. Wrong. You don't want to do that. You need what I call a cascading proof. So you start with a small win, like day 1, you're already sleeping better, and then building to a bigger win. By week 1, you're down 7 pounds, if you can say that. And then with the ultimate win, month 3, had to buy all new clothes. So it's a stack. And speaking of stack, element 7 is the solution stack. And this is where I present the solution, but with a twist. Instead of just presenting your product, you need to create a value stack. Now I learned this from Dan Kennedy, great legendary copywriter. Stack so much value that the price becomes irrelevant. But on Facebook, you need to do it super fast because you don't have a lot of time. So give someone 3 major benefits, each one building on the last. And that's how you do this. Now, element number 8 is risk reversal. It's very important. Super boring if you say just money back guarantee. But try this. We have a performance guarantee. Like try the so-and-so accelerator for 30 days. And if you don't lose at least blank while eating the food you love, I'll not only refund every penny, but I'll also buy you a month's supply of whatever, or do something to really go over the top. That's powerful if you can do it. And that's how you also eliminate objections. Now, element number 9, the last one, is the action driver, because you need a strong call to action. But here's the secret to this. It needs to be a 2-step closer. First, get them to agree to a simple truth. Okay, are you serious about losing weight? You are, right? True. Rhetorical question. Then give the clear call to action. If so, click the button you see below now. That gives it just a little bit more kick. Okay, now you got my 9-step Facebook ad formula. But here's the thing. Knowing these elements is one thing, implementing them is another. And that's why I want you to look below and check out Ad Alchemy if you haven't already. And also you're going to see a free, absolutely free course below called VSL Fast Track. It is 100% free. It is my $1 billion VSL formula put into a series of videos that will teach you how to do that. And it also teaches you a lot about copywriting. So check it out below and get to it.